Hi there. Fine-tuning is the process of further training a large language model so that its behavior can be adapted for a specific domain knowledge. And in this video, I'm going to show you on how to fine-tune using a very efficient technique called as QLoRA, which stands for Quantized Low-Rank Adaptation. In this video, I'm going to show you on how QLoRA works as well as a Python implementation step by step. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and following as well as liking the video. One of the very useful use cases of fine-tuning a large language model is to generate accurate SQL queries against a proprietary database schema whose custom table, whose fields and relationship are actually not known to the large language model. But with fine-tuning, the model can learn the exact table names, the column meanings, as well as how the tables relate to each other. It also picks up the business-specific rules and naming conventions which are used in the organization. This means that users can ask questions in plain English and get correct SQL in return. Now, before I explain QLoRA, let me explain LoRA. LoRA, which stands for Low-Rank Adaptation, freezes the pre-trained model weights and injects small trainable low-rank matrices into specific layers. These low-rank matrices only has got the delta values, and as they are low-rank matrices, they are faster to train. Once they are trained, the low-rank matrices are multiplied and then added to the pre-trained model weights. So instead of updating billions of parameters, you are only training a small number of weights. This is beneficial because it drastically cuts memory as well as compute cost and trains much faster. It also avoids something called as catastrophic forgetting since the base model is going to stay intact. Now let's talk about QLoRA, which stands for Quantized Low-Rank Adaptation. So quantization is a way to reduce the precision of pre-trained weights from floating point 16 to floating point 4. And reducing the precision means the resulting model requires very less memory storage and operations like matrix multiplication can be performed much faster. QLoRA also requires you to create a training dataset. Every row here is a training example and each row is a JSON object which specifies the role of the large language model, the user query as well as expected output. Now let us see on how to use QLoRA using a step-by-step Python code. So let us first start by importing some tools, and we are going to use Hugging Face transformers where we can get functions like auto model for casual LM as well as auto tokenizer. This is going to handle the model as well as the tokenizer. And then we also need training arguments and trainer, which is going to handle the training loop. We also import bits and bytes config, which is a new piece compared to LoRA. And this configuration object tells transformers on how to quantize the model. We will also need PEFT, from which we are going to import LoRA config. And we will also need a function called as prepare model for k-bit training. This function does the bookkeeping that is going to make the quantized model trainable. We will also import torch as well as load dataset. Now, next step is to choose the model, and we can pick the Llama 38B, which is an 8 billion parameter model. And in floating point 16, it would need almost about 16 gigabytes of memory just for weights, plus more for gradient as well as optimizer states. But with QLoRA, the base shrinks to about 6 GB only, and the whole training can fit comfortably on a single 16 GB GPU. Now, the next step is to configure the quantization. So this is the key step which is going to make the QLoRA instead of LoRA. So we can create a bits and byte config object. We set the load in 4-bit to true. This turns on the 4-bit storage for the base model. We also set the BNB 4-bit quant type to NF4, which stands for normal float 4-bit. Now this is a quantization scheme designed for weights that follow a roughly normal distribution which the neural network weights usually do. We also set BNB 4-bit compute D type to torch float 16. This means that the weights that are stored in 4-bit, but during the forward and the backward pass, each weight is dequantized back to FP16 on the fly, used for matrix multiplication and then thrown away. So, in nutshell, storage is 4-bit, but compute is 16-bit. We set this BNB 4-bit use double quant to true. This is a small extra trick. The quantization constants themselves also get quantized. So it saves about 0.4 bit per parameter on top of the main quantization. Now the next step is to load the base model in 4-bit. We load the model with the quantization configure test. The base weight comes in GPU memory as NF4, so taking about 6 GB instead of 16 GB. So same weights, just less of memory. Then we call this prepare model for k-bit training. So this function freezes all the base parameter, casts the layer norms and outputs head to FP32 for numerical stability and enables this gradient checkpointing. Gradient checkpointing means activations are recomputed during the backward pass instead of being stored. So this trades an extra bit of compute for a big drop in activation memory. We also load the tokenizer. Next step is to attach these LoRa adapters. And now we attach the LoRa adapter on the top. We create a LoRa config with rank 16 and alpha 32, same as the plain LoRa, and we also set the dropout to 0.05. One small difference with the plain LoRa is that the target modules cover all the 4 attention projections: the Q proj, the K proj, the V proj and the O proj, not just Q and V. Now, because the base is shrunk 4 times by NF4, we have some headroom to add up to more layers, which helps to recover some of the expressiveness lost due to quantization. The LoRa adapters themselves stay in FP16. They are only trainable parameters. And next step is to load and tokenize the dataset. So we load our training data from the JSON file, what we have created earlier. Each example is a list of messages. We join the message contents into one text stream, tokenize it and cut it off at 512 tokens. Then we apply this step to every example in the dataset. This part is exactly the same as LoRa and full fine-tuning. Quantization is a property of model weights. The data pipeline actually doesn't care about it. Now, next step is to set up the training. So we are going to define the training settings. The model trains for 3 epochs, batch size 4 per GPU, and the learning rate is also enabled. The most important settings here is the optim equals paged Adam W8-bit. Now this is the second big QLoRa innovation. Adam stores 2 FP32 states per trainable parameter. For big adapters or long sequences, a memory spike can cause an out-of-memory crash. Paged Adam W keeps this optimizer states in CPU, pin memory and pages them in and out of GPU based on demand. It's like virtual memory for optimizer state. We also set the gradient checkpointing to true. We log the progress every 10 steps. Now let us run the training. So we pass the model, the setting, the data set to the trainer and call the train method. Under the hood, every forward and backward pass dequantizes each weight matrix from NF4 to FP16 just in time, runs the matrix multiplication and then throws away the FP16 copy. When the training finishes, we save the model. As with the plain LoRa, we only save the adapter weights, about 20 megabytes for Q, K, V and O setup on this Llama 38B model. To deploy, we reload the base in 4-bit, attach the adapter and then we are done. And at the end of the training, we will get number of parameters trained. In our case, we fine-tune a 7 billion parameter model but just by training 16.78 million parameters, which is 0.28% of the pre-trained model weights. This is a bit higher than LoRA, as we were able to pack more parameters by reducing the memory requirements. We can also observe the loss curve, which shows a loss decreasing over time. So that's it. You just fine-tune a 7 billion parameter model, but using a very efficient technique called as QLoRA. If you want to try this out, you can do so on my platform datajarvis.ai. Go ahead and pick up the app, which is called as Fine-Tuning Lab. And then you can try this technique of QLoRA in a very interactive way. Please do subscribe, like and follow this video. Thank you.